Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a comedy horror film, The Odd Family, Zombie on Sale. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins on an empty lot in the middle of nowhere. Tin barrels are buried on the ground, with only the lids out in the open. The lid of one of the tin barrels opens, and a dead man nicknamed Mr. Walking Dead raises his arm. He is wrapped in a blue plastic bag, and he seems to be struggling to free himself. Thunder starts roaring as Mr. Walking Dead rips the bag off his head. Soon after, he gets out from the tin barrel and makes his way to the rural area of Pungsan. Meanwhile, a sedan drives in the mountains as the rain starts pouring. The car runs over tire spikes carefully placed on the road. However, the wheels get punctured and the car swerves and hits the edge of the bridge. A tow truck pulls up in front of the damaged vehicle. June, the eldest brother and also the truck driver, tells the confused couple that they are lucky to pass by when the accident occurred. He then tows the car to safety. The next morning, June and his pregnant wife manage to get the couple in the sedan to pay them a ton of money for fixing the damages in their vehicle. The wife then puts the money inside a box for safekeeping. Meanwhile, Mr. Walking Dead trudges along the deserted highway as he spots two farmers walking and gossiping along the way. He drags himself towards them, but the two women ignore him as they continue to walk. A kid throws a pebble on Mr. Walking Dead's head. The little kid and his siblings start making fun of Mr. Walking Dead, and they run away from him. Mr. Walking Dead reaches a part of the town, looking for the kids, when he suddenly spots a big black dog, which chases after him. In another area of the countryside, June's father plays a card game with his elderly friends. His friends get distracted as another older man enters wearing a wig. The older man brags about his upcoming wedding and shows his friends the photo of the woman he will be marrying. The father hears the dog barking loudly, so he goes out and finds it barking outside of the bathroom stalls. He chases the dog out of the room and enters the bathroom. He uses a plunger to search for anything out of the ordinary. He discovers a dead guy in one of the bathrooms when he unlocks the cubicle door. Then the father starts lecturing Mr. Walking Dead, thinking that Mr. Walking Dead is a pervert, rich in hormones. He continuously hits Mr. Walking Dead on the head with the plunger. Mr. Walking Dead attacks the father, and Kiss bites him on the forehead. The father's friends hear his scream and run to him, as Mr. Walking Dead runs away from the scene. In the mountains, June's sister finishes burying her pet rabbit, and goes down the main road when she sees Mr. Walking Dead running towards her. She stops him by kicking him on the crotch. The girl and the zombie make eye contact, and it seems to be zombified love at first sight. Seconds after, their intimate moment is ruined after the girl sees the black dog running towards them in anger, so as to stop their zombified hormones. Apparently, having dealt with this situation before, the sister runs away from the shitty dog. Behind her, Mr. Walking Dead follows. Meanwhile, Min, the middle brother and also a businessman, drags his suitcase along the deserted street as he makes his way back to his hometown. He spots his little sister getting out from a field and running towards him. He extends a greeting to her, but she ignores it. Because of his confusion, Min glances back at where his sister is running. He stumbles over the body of a dead guy, stumbling toward his sister. Minute runs to his sister, and finally, she notices his presence. Min is confused as to why his little sister is running away from Mr. Walking Dead, and then suddenly, the girl trips and calls out for her brother. As Mr. Walking Dead continues to make his way to the little sister, June's tow truck suddenly hits Mr. Walking Dead right in his smelly ass, and sends him flying to the fields. The three siblings watch in shock and horror. Afterward, the three go back to their home and talk about the incident. After seeing him run off, June is worried that Mr. Walking Dead might come back and sue them. Suddenly, they hear the sound of an ambulance and find their father is being brought back home. The father is still angry and annoyed at the kiss bite incident rather than a tongue massage, and he goes inside his mobile home, parked just by the gas station. That night, the sister hears a strange noise coming from the shed. She goes inside and checks, while her father walks behind her and turns the light on. They both see Mr. Walking Dead is eating cabbages, and the father realizes that he is the same one that gave him a smelly kiss bite earlier today. The sister runs to wake her brothers up, and tells them that their father is being hormone assaulted by a man. June runs to his father's aid, and does a flying kick to Mr. Walking Dead's balls, pushing Mr. Walking Dead to the edge of the shed, where a sharp object pierces his chest. The entire family is shocked as they watch Mr. Walking Dead step away from the sharp object, completely alive. They run outside and lock Mr. Walking Dead inside. The father insists that he's the same man that Hormone attacked him earlier. Min realizes that Mr. Walking Dead is a zombie. He shows them a clip of a zombie film from Daniel CC Movie Channel. The siblings move away from their father, realizing he might become a zombie after being bitten, leaving the father confused, because he just worries about the pregnancy due to the hormone assault. Suddenly, June's wife hits the father with a frying pan and knocks him out. They bring him inside his mobile home and lock him inside. That same night, Min spends the entire time awake and researching zombie viruses. He starts making a journal and calling it a zombie survival guide. The next morning, Min lectures his siblings and sister-in-law about the zombie virus and convinces his family that they need to kill their father in order to get rid of the virus. But the two brothers end up fighting. They come to realize that the father doesn't seem to be infected and shows no sign of becoming a zombie. The same day, the little sister and her sister-in-law visit Mr. Walking Dead in the shed. The little sister decides to give him a name. The sister-in-law asks the little sister to leave them alone for a moment. Afterward, she pulls out all the teeth of Mr. Walking Dead to make sure she and her family are safe. Meanwhile, the father somehow turns to be younger and shows less impotence, which is convinced that all of that is because of the zombie biting him. One of his friends decides to visit him, and the friend offers to pay the father in exchange for the secret to his newfound youthfulness. Min overhears this conversation and decides to abduct Mr. Walking Dead for scientific investigation. Their town's police, on the other hand, arrest him. But the father manages to bail him out by lying to the police that he's their missing son. That night, the girl stays inside the shed to feed Mr. Walking Dead with cabbages when she finds out that all his teeth are gone. The father decides to borrow one of his friend's false teeth for Mr. Walking Dead to use, so the father can start his business of giving youth to his fellow elders and thus saving their dying hormones. Afterward, one of the elders sticks his arm inside a hole in the shed. Mr. Walking Dead is hesitant to take a bite, so the sister-in-law spreads ketchup all over the elder's arm. After the elder is bitten, the rest of the men decide to flee. The slowest of them still wants to get bitten, and his action convinces everyone else to get bitten as well. The following day, the elders cheer as they wake up, feeling younger and hormones stronger than ever before. Meanwhile, June's wife screams as she finds that all the money she has been saving for their baby is gone. Their father takes the money and leaves them a note stating he is leaving on a Hawaiian-themed vacation card. In order to regain their youth, the men of the village gather at the gas station. The family decides to use the situation to their advantage and starts a business. They use the payment of the villagers to fix the gas station and reopen it. They also decide to use their father's mobile home as Mr. Walking Dead's room, so they park it inside the shed. One evening, in a phone conversation, the sister hears Min making money using Mr. Walking Dead. So the following day, she packs tons of ketchup and cabbages and gives them to Mr. Walking Dead and tells him to leave, feeling bad about how her family has been taking advantage of his bites. Later on, Min is able to find Mr. Walking Dead in the same place and takes him to the bus station. Min purchases 2 tickets to Seoul. He later finds himself stuck in the train station as dozens of zombies chase after him. The virus finally kicks in, and everyone who is infected starts attacking the people in town, infecting the rest of the population. With his wife and sister, June locks themselves inside their home in the nick of time before the horde of zombies outside their home attacks them. They find the zombie survival guide and go through it. They begin putting random objects on their bodies to protect themselves. In the city proper, Min is able to retrieve a small truck with barrels of fireworks in the back and drives off to save his family. As the night arrives, the zombies surrounding the gas station hear the wife experiencing labor pains. Some of the zombies make their way upstairs. Luckily, the 3 manage to escape to the shed. Minute arrives and starts shooting fireworks at the horde, not realizing that they are in a gas station. Some of the fireworks light sparks on the truck, which causes it to shoot bigger and louder fireworks to the sky, leading the rest of the zombies in the city, including Mr. Walking Dead, to their gas station. The brothers try to get to the tow truck as they disguise themselves using Mr. Walking Dead's clothes, because this will help cover their smelly human scent. While this is happening, the zombies get distracted by the lights of the gas station that goes off, due to one zombie stepping on the many wires on top of the gas station building. As the sister is about to be attacked, Mr. Walking Dead rescues her by getting her out of the shed and trying to save her siblings. They run to June's wife, who finally gives birth. However, the baby's loud cries lure the horde to the shed. June remembers his keys for the truck are in his other clothes and tries to get them back. He manages to get the keys, but is also attacked by some zombies inside their homes. He throws the keys to his brother, but gets eaten by the zombies, at least, that's what Min thinks. Minute begins to drive the tow truck, pulling the mobile home that is connected to the back of the truck. As the mobile home moves, the girl gets in. She calls for Mr. Walking Dead, but he closes the door on her and tries to protect the two women. Unable to drag the mobile home out of the shed, Min reverses and hits the gas tank, sending gasoline all over the place and distracting the horde. He is shocked to see June, who suddenly gets in the passenger seat, alive and well. They drive off, pulling the mobile home away. Their sister cries as she watches the gas station fade to the distance, calling out for Mr. Walking Dead. Meanwhile, Mr. Walking Dead manages to finally say the girl's name, which causes the horde to attack him. As the horde gangs upon him, he lights a lighter up and throws it on the ground, causing the entire gas station to explode. Soon the family drives off to the city to seek refuge. Min turns the radio on to listen to the news. It turns out that the human in bio developed a diabetic medicine called no insulin. They use humans to experiment on the new drug, explaining the existence of Mr. Walking Dead. The truck suddenly stops before entering a dark tunnel, and Min gets out of the vehicle. The sister and the sister-in-law are shocked to find June is now a zombie. They are devastated. Suddenly they see their father getting out of the tunnel, alive and well, and just getting back from Hawaii. The movie ends with the family realizing that the father hasn't turned into a zombie because he is immune to the virus. Min realizes that the father is humanity's last hope. The tow truck, driven by the very much alive eldest brother, pulls a mobile home and parks at an abandoned area 6 months later. A horde of zombies follows after them. The sister gets out of the mobile home and control the horde, together with Mr. Walking Dead, who is no longer dead and called Mr. Walking Handsome now. As it turns out, the father's smelly bite now can help cure the zombies and turn them back to normal humans once again. This is obviously a good opportunity to bring back the human race. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.